right, let's get into the next part of the framework. So the first part of the framework, your 3 activities. Second part of the framework, your 6 pillars. So this is the foundation of your online marketing business. Think of like the Parthenon or a strong building. If you want to have a strong foundation and a strong building, a strong business, you want to make sure that you have these 6 pillars in place. Okay, so these are the 6 pillars of a successful and sustainable, very important word there, sustainable online marketing business. So I'm going to go over these 6 pillars really quickly. Obviously, we have a lot more training that goes into much more detail inside of our training programs, inside of our membership, in our marketing strategies, and through our mentorship and workshop programs as well. But let's really quickly go over these 6 pillars. Have a look at which of these pillars might you be missing or maybe is not very well developed in your business, because that's probably what you need to focus on in your business. So pillar number 1, Brian, why don't you speak about pillar number 1?
Vision and personal development strategy. I mean, this is the core, man. This is the core. You got to have a vision and really what is the business that you want to build, right? What are the limiting beliefs that are holding you back? And then where do we want to go? I mean, so many people, so many network marketers in particular, they're just stuck. They're broke. They stay in this, in this funk because they don't have that bigger vision and they're not committed to a personal development strategy every single day, because there is a potential out there, guys. There is a vision, a vibration. There's everything that you want. There's something out there. And if you can match, it has a vibration. If you can match your vibration to it, you're going to start slowly but surely starting to become the person who can run the business. I've been saying for years now, if you don't have the business you want, it's because you haven't become the person who can run it yet. And that's because most people lack this very core fundamental piece before they even get started. Like, what type of business do you want? What are you passionate about? Right? And that is a little part of pillar number 2 as well. But really, before we even get started, if you're not passionate about your product, find a new product. There's thousands of companies out there. Like, if it doesn't light you up, if it's not something that you could see yourself creating content for and excitedly creating content for, you don't need an alarm clock to get out of bed, but it's like, hey, if you're in health and wellness, boom, you either be the health and wellness guy or you're like more on the opportunity side. We'll talk a little bit about the options, but if you're in a health and wellness company, you better be excited about healthy living, about clean gut, about exercise, about recipes, supplements, about all of that stuff, because that's the type of content you're going to create. It's not going to be, here, go buy my stuff, because that's what everyone else is doing and that's why they're broke, right? The vision needs to set every single cell in your body on fire when you think about it. And if it doesn't light you up, let the end of 2017 be the, giving you permission, me and Norb and this company and this summit give you permission to find what lights you up. Because if you don't have that, it's going to be like grinding teeth to get up and do the things that we're going to lay out for you throughout, with this curriculum, through this summit. But if you have this piece, truly, if you have it, if you're incongruent with your purpose, and you carry that with you, and you've got, the vision of what you want in your life and your business and who you want to impact and the story, life that you want to step into, right? And you keep that right here every single day, and you get better and better every single day. That's one of a core mantra, a concept that we've been teaching really since between every single speaker at every single live event, we shout and repeat this mantra, not because it's hype and fluff. I'm not that type of guy. If you know me personally, I'm very pragmatic. That's, what works. I'm very red driven, competitive type naturally. I'm trying to lower that a little bit on my own where I'm going, but that's, it just made sense to me back in 2005, 2006. If you got better every day and you got more clear on your vision, you became more like the person you need to become in order to do the lives, in order to do the content, launch the blog, do the, connecting, move over to Facebook Messenger, having the confidence to get on the phone and speak because you're passionate about your product and service. It can help people regardless of what's in the bank account. And we'll talk a little bit about that a little bit later, but none of that matters. If you're serving, if you're creating content, if you're, really bringing value and you believe in what you're doing, that's when things start to click. And it's kind of interesting when you get this, when this is off, the rest of it it sucks. But if you dial this in, the vision, and you spend, 20, 30 minutes, for me, an hour at least in the morning, every single day, to tune into where I'm headed and become that person and remind myself of who I am, remind myself of who I'm becoming, right? And really bring that future, that vision towards me and step into that, magic starts to happen business partners start to show up, opportunity starts to, open doors, and things just start to really, serendipitously just coincide and just work. And without this piece though, it's going to be very difficult to really build a business that you love and build a profitable business. So number one, you got to get clear on that vision, and really just a couple quick questions, just like who you are, what you stand for. I mean, really, what type of business do you want? And one of the biggest ones for me is, what is limiting belief? What is the one thing, most of the people on this webinar right now know what to do. They're just not doing what they know. And that comes down to some type of belief story that we are running. For me, it was, I wasn't enough. I didn't have value. Right. And that is what we need to dance with. And when we can start breaking that and removing the mask and the bullshit story that doesn't serve us, and getting rid of that and stepping into a new state, a new, redoing everything here, your circuitry, your neural, chemistry, your body, your emotions, feeling, everything. And you take off to a new destination, right? It's magic will happen in your business. I could talk for the next few days on this on this one pillar, but that's a couple things like with this. What do you want? What type of business are you building? And what do you need to find the roots and tear them out starting today? This could be the turning point, this webinar right here. That's pillar number one. It's a big one.